It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What is up, heroes of Dominion? My name is Charlie. This is Hero Wars Central, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the calendar for the month of August for the Hero Wars mobile platform. That is the Android and iOS version of the game. You Facebook and web players, this video does not pertain to you guys. Your events will be released as they are. So earlier today, the fantastic individual load runner data mined the list of events for August, and while not entirely impressive, there are some great options here, some great opportunities in here, and we're going to talk through them. And then we're going to talk. I'm going to mention a little bit about my thoughts on which ones are worth spending your resources on, and which ones are not worth spending your resources on. So to kick everything off, the month of August, the hero of the month is Corvus, and Corvus being one half of the new undead duo, Corvus and Morgan, makes me think that Morgan is going to be the hero of the month next month, but who knows for sure. Of the two, Corvus is the tank, strength-based, plug him in the front of your team. Lots of debate. I did about 10, 12 videos on Corvus and Morgan teams, so check those out if you're so inclined. I'll link the playlist at the end of this video. But for those of you that didn't quite get Corvus to 6-star, this might be a good opportunity to get him a little closer. I know that you don't get a ton of soul stones from these monthly hero daily logins, but you do get a lot. And it is worth mentioning that if you don't have Corvus at all on the 7th day there, you'll get enough to summon him. And I believe it's 14 or 18 or something along those lines. It's enough to summon him if you don't already have him. So if you skip them all together, or maybe you started playing after the Darkness Falls event, then be sure to grab him just by logging in every single day. Now, the first event is August the 2nd, and this is a Kai event. Now, Kai can be purchased from the Tower Shop. Okay, and Kai is a little misunderstood. You pair him a lot with Kark teams, and in many instances, that's about it. You don't really see him anywhere else. He's a pretty solid pure mage. He has a little bit of magic penetration. He does consistent output damage. All around a good hero. All around a good hero is just, he's kind of overshadowed a little bit by the fact that he plays such a supporting role in most Kark teams. As far as expending resources on this event, I would not. Considering that you can easily buy his soul stones from the Tower Shop. Of course, it'll take a much longer to get him to 6-star buying from the Tower Shop than it would be from this event. But still not worth investing in. Next, we have the 6th through the 8th. We have an Aurora and Qing event. Both of these heroes are relatively easy to get. Aurora you can get from the campaign doing missions. Slowly but surely you can get Aurora soul stones. And Qing you can get her soul stones from the Outland shop. Now, both of these heroes are very strong heroes. Top 15, maybe top 25 heroes, maybe top 25 heroes in the game. Aurora at in-game is one of the best tanks. It takes a lot of investment to get her there, though. And being that there's a slow grind to get her soul stones from the campaign, this event might be worth investing into a little bit if you're looking for those Aurora stones, trying to find maybe a second or a third tank, or maybe Aurora is your main tank and you're trying to get her to 6-star. Not a bad choice. Qing, however, is a easy to get soul stone, being that you can just buy her from the Outland shop. It is best likely to save those Outland coins for skin stone chests or the skin certificates. Plenty of videos have been written about that. So if you do like Qing, this is a great opportunity to stock up on Outland coins instead of spending them on her. Maybe you can spend them on Luther, Elmer, or Jorgen, or maybe you just keep saving them up for a skin certificate. This is going to be a good event. I'm very happy to see this event. Next, from the 10th through the 12th, we have a Runic Millstone event. Now, this is an event to gain runes to level up your hero's glyphs. Not much to say about it. This is a good event to have. In the grand scheme of resources that you need to collect, runes are one of those that you do need a ton of. However, they're not nearly as hard to get as, say, skin stones or artifact fragments and artifact coins. So Of the events that are happening this month, and there are 2 that are non-hero events, this is probably the lesser of the 2. I wouldn't invest too much in this event because of an event that's coming later on in the month, and I'll talk about that in just a second. Next, we have a Ziri event from the 11th through the 13th. Now, the thing about Ziri is she is one of my least favorite tanks, but she's still a very, very strong tank. She's arguably the best tank for the twins, that is Krista and Lars teams. She is a very strong physical attacking team. She's got one of the highest armor and health ratings in the game. Unfortunately, one of her skills as a defense mechanism buries her underground, which exposes the back 4 of your team. And because of that, I've never really liked her that much. Aesthetically, she's kind of a cool tank, but as far as investing in this event or not, the only way to get Ziri Soulstones is from the Guild War shop using Silver Guild War trophies. And you can only get Silver Guild War trophies if you're in a Silver or Gold League guild. So if you're looking for another tank, or maybe you just fell in love with Ziri and you're not sure how to get her, this would be a fantastic event to invest resources into because it's really hard to get her stones. It's really hard to get her stones otherwise. So yeah, definitely worth considering there. Next, we have Gift of the Elements, and August 15th through the 17th is when you should be saving your resources for this month. This is a Titan event. We've had it many times. I'll post a link to the video about this event. I've done videos about it in the past. I'll post the link at the end of this video discussing, the tasks that are required. But this is the event. This is probably the biggest event of the month, short of maybe a little gap that we have later on. But if you're looking for the event to save your resources for, this would be it. If you're not excited about this event in the month of August, then just relax. Take a sigh of relief. You don't need to spend a ton of resources this month, as we have, I think, seven hero soulstone events. But yeah, leveling up your Titans in any manner possible is always going to be beneficial to you and your guild. This is the event to watch for. I guess this is what we get instead of Scorching Days. I'm not going to get into that, though. From August 18th to the 20th, we have a Lian event. And Lian is my waifu. Lian is my one of my new favorite heroes in the game. She's a very strong anti-area of effect hero. She does really well bolstering up your back end. She does pure damage. She's control. She's all around slept on, in my opinion. She did get a rework not too long ago, less than a year ago. And since then, she's been incredibly strong. You can purchase Lian Soulstones from the Grand Arena shop, so she's easy to get. However, it is a grind over time, just like with Kai and, with Cornelius that I'm going to talk about next. So, if Lian is in your main team and she deserves to be in many people's main team or second or third team, then this is a great event for you. I love Lian. I personally love Lian, and I'm leveling her up on multiple accounts. Yeah, not more to say about that. Cornelius, August 26th through the 28th. Cornelius is one of those heroes that every player should get leveled up. Cornelius is incredibly beneficial, not just beneficial, but almost necessary for some of the late campaign missions. His ability to crush a mage, a low health mage, is unparalleled. There's no other hero in the game that counters Celeste, that counters Lars, that counters, Morgan, Satori, like Cornelius does. He is particularly effective if you pair him with Jorgen, since he does physical attacks, since his ultimate does physical attacks. But we're not going to talk about that too much here. Whenever the Cornelius event comes around, I'm going to talk about that hero combo. Fantastic hero. Everybody should get him. As far as investing resources into this event, I think this is probably the event that you should invest the least amount of resources. Cornelius's soulstones can be had from the from the Highwayman shop, and I never seem to be short on Highwayman coins. I always seem to have enough to buy all 3 heroes, Faceless, Satori, and Cornelius from the vendor every single day. So I don't think that I would invest too much in this event. I definitely would not. However, Helios from the 29th through the 31st. Helios is very difficult to get. Very difficult. He's one of the most interesting mages in the game. He's got an armor artifact instead of an artifact that will increase damage output, and he hard counters critical hit heroes. So, 2 points I should mention here. One, his soul stones are very difficult to get and expensive as they are late campaign missions. The second thing, if your server is full of critical hit teams like Daredevil teams or I don't know, Ishmael. I'm not sure. If your server is full of critical hit teams, maybe Kira, maybe Kira Blender teams, something like that, then Helios is worth the investment. And of all of the hero events this month, Kai, Aurora, Qing, Ziri, Lian, Cornelius, and now Helios. Helios is probably the one. Maybe Cornelius as well. Cornelius and Helios are probably the two general purpose heroes that you should think about collecting soul stones for, no matter what player you are. No matter what your team makeup is, having a Cornelius and having a Helios to counter the appropriate teams is a smart play. It's always a smart play. So to kind of wrap things up, here is the full calendar. I know it's not as pretty as some of the other calendars that are going to put out there, but that's okay. You can see from the 4th through the 7th, there's an Outland chest sale. Looks like it's a 55% off. From the 8th through the 10th, we have a ×4 emerald sale. It's the one slot. It should rotate. Hopefully it's not the same one all weekend like it has been. And then on the 21st to the 25th, there's an interesting little gap. It's just possible that there's nothing happening there. However, the 21st through the 25th would be an ideal time to plug in a new event that we haven't seen yet. Maybe we're going to see Scorching Days there. Maybe it's an updated event someplace else. Just to kind of quickly recap, we've got Kai, Outland chest sale. We have an Aurora and a Qing event. We have the Emerald sale. We have a Glyph, a hero Glyph event. We have a Ziri event. We have a Titans event. Then we have Lian, Cornelius, and Helios. All around, not an exciting month, but here you are nonetheless. As a quick reminder, I do live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The times are shown. These are the central time zone. They're in the central United States. I believe that is UTC -5. So if you're interested in joining me on my live stream, I do randomly give out gifts to Facebook and web. I guess it doesn't really make sense to mention that in this video, but hang out, join us. We have a great time. All right. Well, with all that being said, I love you all and good luck in Dominion.